Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Today we're going to continue our deep dive into Tedori Jujitsu Green Belt Tip 5. We're working on the shoulder and the head today. So the shoulder is a defense against interrogation, jinmon. And so we're going to do jinmon hayazushi. Basically we're going to get out of interrogation, and then what happens from there, because the counter to interrogation is interrogation. So if they try to counter it, what to do from there. The head is not something we've got out of before. It's the single hand grip. There's a really easy way out. You should probably use that first. But if the easy way doesn't work, as always here in Tedori Jiu-Jitsu, we've got more stuff to do. So easy didn't work, fine. We'll make it painful. And we'll go from there. So we'll start with the escape from the interrogation. From the shoulder, this is jinmon hayazushi. So the interrogation combination escape. So we've learned how to put somebody into interrogation from a cross grip. She puts me into interrogation. This sucks. I don't want to be here. So I step forward, push, come to here, and now I have her in interrogation. But if she's going to try and fight this thing, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to throw Yubinage. If Yubinage doesn't work, come out, bump the elbow, come up in here. For this, remember to get your hip inside and throw. All right, now let's do it a little faster, a little more together. Now let's talk about what I'm doing and why. From here, this sucks. All she's got to do is keep it. Yeah, this is a terrible place to be. So I need to step in to throw her balance off so I can bend my arm a little bit. Once I get a little bend in the arm, I can push up on the elbow and straighten her arm out. I'll show from the other side. I'm keeping it in tight here, though. As I turn here, if she tries to stand up and bend the arm and, you know, whatever, I couldn't get it, grab here, Yubinage. Yubinage, let's talk about this. Let's come to the other side here. So she's got me in interrogation. I stepped in, I pulled this. So I step in, push, pull this, I get this, I haven't let go. Now this is a solid interrogation, but for some reason, maybe she's big and strong and she's coming up and bending this. So where I'm grabbing is right here behind the collarbone. And I come to here, together, right to there. Now as I break the kazushi with this, that's the throw. Yubinage, finger throw. But as with all things green belt, nothing has gone to plan today. Life sucks. So she's got me in interrogation. I pushed, I got this. I tried for this and I couldn't get it. The arm's still out. So it's real easy to catch because you're trying not to get thrown. From here, I bump. I step inside. I lean them back, because if I lean them back, they're going to want to push forward. And in pushing forward, we do the throw. So from here, I've been put in here. I push forward to get to here, As I step back, it's just not working for whatever reason. So get behind and get up here to throw. Now, it didn't work. Yubinage is very effective. Surprisingly effective. But if it doesn't work for whatever reason, they're fighting you, fine. Grab that and hit it with your whole body to get them to come up. They're going to come back. That's fine. I've stepped in front. I've got here. Push. And away as we go. So let's talk about the break out of... From here, again, stance is everything for this. Stance does 90% of the work with this. If I wait too long, I'm kind of hosed. I can push, maybe I can push through and maybe only get a little bit of tendon damage. And so I'm going to try real hard to, as they grab me, to work in the ida. We've talked about this. If I get their balance off before they ever put me in interrogation, so much the better. If I'm hosed, I can still push and really get that push in. Push this forward just a bit and use your body weight, your whole body versus their arm. They're not strong enough. If they are, maybe they are strong enough. They're pulling back. Oh, they're too strong. Again, if they're bent over, they're going to want to raise up. Let them raise up. Yubi-nagi will take them off their balance. But again, it doesn't work. Her arm's out. It's as easy to catch and hit. You know, from there, that she gave me her arm. She has given me that arm. It is now my... Exactly. Nobody wants that straight back fall. It's a terrible feeling. Even babies, when you do that, you know, they get that little reaction. You know, nobody likes that fall. And that's what you're doing with Yubi-nage. So the minute you can come across and hit this up, step in, lean back, lean them back, because they're going to fight this. As they fight, come forward and let them do a lot of the work for you. So, interrogation, 90% of the work is right here. Step in, boom, step here. From here, you can get to interrogation, but if that doesn't work, Yubi-nage, if that doesn't work, bump it into the hand-on head throw. All right, good job. From the head, this is genkotsu, hayazushi. So, gripping with the fist, combination escape. Somebody's grabbed me with a single hand right here. Okay, now, there's an easy way out of this. And I always teach this before I teach anything else. Grab me and mean it. Come on. No. It's as simple as that. Now, you may say, well, I'm bigger, stronger, got a thick neck. We're going to try it with her. I'm going to grab you. Now, if you're saying, but she's turtling, yes, she has to turtle so I don't physically harm her. That's part of it. But turtle, put your arm out and turn. You ready? I can't hold on. Why don't we just teach that? Well, the reason is real simple. Because she grabs me. Ha-ha, I'm free. But now she can fight, and I've got to fight. And I don't want to fight. I want to win. So what I'm going to do instead is the move we teach for Tedori. And the reason we teach this move is because, yes, you could have escaped here, but here we're going to punish the person for grabbing us. We're going to maintain control. Because in jujitsu, position before submission, you know, if you're doing it on the ground and you're standing up, it's all about control. Control the situation, control where you're at. And because we're in green belt, the first methods of control did not work, so we carry on to other ones. First thing's right there. I can stop the fight right here. You ready? That's all I really need. It's terrible, it sucks, and anybody who says, that won't work on me, yes, it will. I'm looking at you. Yes, it will. I've done it on the street. Man wanted to take my cowboy hat, and I told him if he could have if he could take the cowboy hat off my head, he could have my cowboy hat. I still have my cowboy hat. You okay? It sucks. It does a couple of things. Light from now on. Grab. Go ahead and grab. All right. So if I've got my hand here, and she goes to throw a punch, you know, she's got to come around, all of that. Now, I'm not going to rely on just one thing. We're too smart for that. So as I hit this, I also move in and smack the kidneys. And then I step in for the rimenage. That's from orange belt. That all works. I got to show the rest. You ready? Doesn't work. She pushes forward. So we go into the choke. She tries to come up. I come up here. Boom. Come around. Any one of these chokes. All right. So let's show the green belt bit. So, yeah. Hit right there. Come around. I hit right here, right in the kidneys. That hurts. The rimenage, but it doesn't work. They push forward. They manage to overcome. So I literally just come back here and push in the guts and push here. Now she's trying to get out, so I shoot this way. And if they're trying to turn against it, good, I let them. And right here into any one of the 6 chokes. So you could go right here, any of these. Honestly, right here is good for there. And if you want to work your progression of chokes that I've taught, absolutely you can do it from there. But again, one choke from there and just go straight down. That's fine too. So other side, we're going to put it all together nice and hit, hit, doesn't work, boom, in that. It's that fast. At no point, for those of you yelling, nobody's going to stand there and let you do it. Exactly, they're not. And we're not suggesting that they will. What we're suggesting is that when they grab you, and you come here, and you're trying to get this throw, and they push, they're fighting against it. So you are using this to get the guillotine, the hadashime ichi. As they try to push through, you're shooting up to try to get that, but it doesn't work. They're pushing around, so turn them, let them. They're doing the work for you. It's not just we are expecting to do many moves with no resistance. The resistance drives what we're doing. When she grabs me from here, the resistance to this is pushing forward, which is why I push down and up in. The resistance now is pushing in, so I push up and make her go the other way. Now she wants to fight it. Fight it. Okay. Let them. If they fight it, so much for them. If they don't take the nice fall and they fight the other way, good, because they are doing the work for you. They're not standing there and taking this. And let your uke get some resistance. And we're going to try the other side. Let them feel that resistance. Okay, fine. Boom. And they try to get the resistance and come up here. And then they're trying to turn. So boom, right there. And that back bend, remember, especially if they're bigger than you, the knuckles to the back right here, off balance. This is a terrible place to be choked. You can't fight from here. From here, she might be able to fight. She grabbed my arm. She get maybe go for some throws. But here, yeah, life sucks. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty terrible from there. So again, one more time, nice and easy. We strike, we come around, we strike to the back at the same time. We try to come through. Oh, it didn't let us. So we push them down. They try to get out from here. We come up, they push around, push the shoulder, let them, and get that bend back and pull them into that. So the genkotsu hayazushi. Good job. So that was Tedori Jujitsu Green Belt Tip 5 from the shoulder and the head. Interrogation is definitely something we see again and again and again in Tedori. Getting out, use the eye, use that space, because it is a very effective hold and can really throw you into the ground before you're ready. So use some resistance with that. Definitely do it with some resistance at the beginning. Practice Ubitori. It's a fun little throw. We see it a couple times in Tedori. It's a sneaky little throw. Make sure that your uke, your partner, is aware of that's what you're practicing, because throwing somebody straight back is, not really kind. They have to be ready to fall from that. And then, of course, hand on head throw. Definitely, work your grips, work your move them back so that they push forward. Work your resistances with the head. The genkotsu. Like I said, the easy way out is stick your hand out and turn away. Like, that's hard for people to counter. Like, one hand they got to use two. But practice this again, because once you are moving through them and have control, you want to keep control. And then, you can move into the choke doesn't work, move into the sweep doesn't work, and once again into, another choke, and then you can lock that down from there. If you don't like these, well, come to class, we'll work with you. We'll see why we like them, why we can make them work. Other than that, y'all stay safe. Thanks.